Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Chase the Finish, and welcome back to another video of Cities Skylines 2. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to go ahead and do so. That way you can follow along with tips and tricks and the build along series. That way you can see the best way to design your city and also the best way to fix things that are happening. A big thing that we're having happen in the city currently is the high rent. So we want to go ahead and fix these sort of things. So if we come over here to one of these houses and click on that, we're going to get the residence tab. So this will pop up and they're going to say that they're having high rent. The biggest thing here is that there's 5 people in here and none of them are well educated or highly educated. So education determines the job that they'll get in the wages that they'll make. So their household wealth is comfortable, but some people might be wretched, and there's one person in here and they're just basically educated. So one of the big things that we need to go ahead and take care of in the city is making sure that land value is in middle ground, but also increase our education. So if we were to come into the education tab here, we notice that a lot of this over here is red. So if we were to go ahead and put down another elementary school, and we're down in capacity by a ton, so that's like a huge thing here. So if we come over and we'll take this and we'll put this stuff onto here, just the playground and everything, that's going to take in 1,500 students, and already just laid it down, there's already 392 people in there. So if we come back over here with an 11,000, we have 15,500 eligible. College and university are right on the tipping points. Not everybody's really going to go to it. They don't really fill up the schools like completely in these areas, because if they're not making enough money, they don't have enough money to go to the universities or the college and stuff. So the big thing that you're going to want to go ahead and work with is the high school and the elementary school. So if we're looking here again as well, there is even more spots where it is completely red, and one of the biggest areas where it's completely red is in the city here. There's really no education going on in these areas, but these people really don't complain about there not being high rent, because rents are normally lower inside these areas. So one of the best ways that we're going to be able to go ahead and fix this is I have some one-way streets that are completely flowing through here. So this is a one-way street here, and it is a, what is that, 4-lane, 5-lane? It's a 4-lane one-way street. So what we're going to convert this out to is a 2-lane one-way street. Oh, well, okay. So we got the 2-way there, and we're going to convert these out to a 2-way just because it makes it a little bit easier to go ahead and get zoning and stuff down. So if you do have one-way streets and they're super long, they're going to mess you up whenever you do this stuff. So now if I were to go ahead and put this on here, I have an elementary school here, but if I were to place one down somewhere in this area of sorts, we would get some more coverage down in this area. So we could throw down this and we could get the upgrade to go and hold more people, but there's probably not going to be anything other than that upgrade. So we're closing in on what we need in population wise for the schools. So we might have like one more school that we put in that might be like right over in this area or something of the sorts. So let me see here where the best place to put this would be. In an area over in here, maybe, if we went ahead and expanded on that. But there might be some areas that you just can't get full education within, but education is going to help out. It's going to help people get better paying jobs. Since we have more elementary schools going on all over the place, this is slowly going to become more people eligible for high schools. So you'll want to go ahead and take a look and make sure that anywhere that you don't have a high school right now, you can go ahead and get another one put in. So we might put one on this street right here and just upgrade it to make sure that it has everything that it needs. Right like that. So now that we have these schools and stuff, people are going to be able to work towards there being better paying jobs for them. Another big thing that we gotta do is make sure that we are creating jobs for these people to go ahead and be inside of. So commercial spaces within neighborhoods make jobs. Doing like the garbage management, the healthcare, all these things create jobs. But as well, the industrial areas and the office zones are a big thing that go ahead and create jobs as well. So if we look in here, we have a few of these buildings through here, and we might say, oh, well, we want to put down like another commercial space for somebody to go ahead and build a commercial building here. Or we might want to go ahead and put down more office spaces for these people to live. Slowly over time, this high rent is going to switch out. There's also a thing of, if you do have neighborhoods where there's a lot of high rent going on, you might want to slowly go ahead and phase in some low rent housing or row housing. So row housing is going to make a difference on you if you just throw it down right in. People will move into that, and they'll end up moving away from the high rent areas into these buildings, and it'll work out a little bit better in their favor. So once you have that all situated, you'll also want to go ahead and take a look at how much demand you have for low density. If your low density demand is super high, the rent's going to go up because it decreases the amount of space that people have to move into. So if you're able to and you have room to, make sure you build down more houses. The biggest thing is getting them educated, getting the correct jobs for them. And the best part is when they're educated, things work more efficiently. And then you're also going to want to go ahead and play into the fact of keeping your areas level within the land value. So land value sometimes will jump super high. So we have like this little pool in that's coming here with the high land value, and a lot of these places that are affected don't have high land value. So instantly you can go ahead and rule out that, like, hey, your services are fine. Your average land value is $59,000 a sale. Your land value is fine. The biggest thing is that people aren't educated or don't have enough places to go ahead and work. And a lot of people will say, like, hey, I need somewhere to live. There's nowhere for me to live. So if I were to go ahead and expand this real quick and build on, this stuff is slowly going to start to depreciate. So I've just been looking through. I've been running on a different city, but this is our main city. This is what we want to keep growing on, Ash Flats. So if you guys haven't followed along on the series with the build along, you would have missed out us building through all this, us switching it so we can get the medium and high density residential demand. And the low density needs to go ahead and be fixed as well. So if I were to grid this out a little bit more, get the low density down, this stuff will slowly start to disappear. And hopefully you guys will be able to see that in the next episode that I have with the Build With Me series. So I hope that gives you some insights on what you have to do to go ahead and fix this issue. And I'm going to go ahead and tackle it within the next video. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any tips or tricks that you would like to put in that maybe will help us go ahead and learn some more, then don't hesitate to go ahead and let us know. Other than that, I appreciate you guys spending time with me through the whole entire video, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I've been Chasing the Finish on Cities Skylines 2. I'm out. Peace.